Previously on The Truth, Lake Jordan and Jordan's wife Jessi all headed to South Florida to Blackbeard's ranch to chase Osceolas. Jessi was trying to keep her streak alive of getting a gobbler on the first morning for the 3rd year in a row. And boy, did she ever. However, it did take more than one shot.
Shoot him again if you can. What kind of morning was that?
First time I've had to shoot more than once.
I know you was shaking, but we got him. Got you another one. Glad you got him. Whew.
Thank you for chasing him. I couldn't move.
Well, he wasn't going nowhere. He got a little wet, but he's still pretty. First day, but I am proud of you.
Gosh, this was a great morning. Thank you, guys.
Primos Truth About Hunting is brought to you by Bushnell, Savage Arms, Drake, Mossy Oak, Onyx Hunt, Matthews Archery, Black Gold, Ripcord, Ozonics, Tight Spot Quivers, and Primos Hunting. Speak the language. Well, before Big Country gets to hunt, he's gonna show us how to dress a turkey. Then he's gonna show us how to cook him up, or should I say, grill him up.
Just gonna run through right fast how to breast one. That's kind of where you start. And what I always like to do is I'll take their thighs and run you a line down their breast here with a knife to open them up. You can get your little hole in there, and you can put your fingers in it and start separating the skin from the meat. And you just run down that breastbone, and then when you get that separated, you can pop their thighs out of place, and then you can finish separating the breast from the skin. Pretty easy, self-explanatory once you get to this point. And right here is all your breast meat, big old chunks of it, 2 big old steaks, and then you got inner loins on the side of that. You take your knife, run right down this breastbone, get you a little cut out through there, and then I'll cut up here around all this fat and his crawl, I guess you call it. I think that's the crawl. And you just separate it from your breast meat. You already know what's happening next, don't you? Have you ever watched clean a turkey?
I haven't.
First time?
Actually, this is my first time.
Well, good. Now you're learning.
I know.
You can do it without me.
You've made me clean doves before, but never a turkey.
Now all I'm doing is just separating this breast meat from the tenderloin, because I always like to keep them separate. Because I'm going to show you something here in a minute about the tenderloin that will help you from a lot of cleaning time later on. I've got a little bit of skin left on, and you can just separate it by pulling off of that, and voila, big old hunk of boneless breast meat off a wild Osceola turkey. So on this side of the breast, you've got this tenderloin, and that's always behind your breast meat. And what I like to do is I separate it from the bone here, just kind of fillet it off of there. Run it down all the way to where this ligament connects to the turkey. And you can take your fingers and pinch it like so and pull it, and that tendon comes off of your tenderloin, and you got a tenderloin without any of those old tough tendons running through it. So you'll do that on both sides with the breast, and come right here, I'll show you how to do this side on the thigh. Same way, we've already separated the thigh out of the joint, and all I'm doing is running a line up there all the way to his knee, and I separate the skin from the thigh. Pretty easy, it pulls off really easy. You just gotta grab a hold to it and pull. And there you have a thigh and leg. At this point, I'll separate the leg from the thigh, and you just cut this joint here, and it's pretty easy. Once you find the hole, it pops right off. Then, since we've already separated the thigh from the joint down here, you just fillet it off the bone, and it all comes off at once. Just a big old drumstick and a thigh. It all works out good. We're gonna put them all in one bag and separate them later. But now I've got a half a turkey clean as far as the thigh meat, leg meat, and the breast. All I'm gonna do now, repeat the process on the other side. We're gonna take his beard off, which is super easy. Some people pull it out, but I have found if you do pull it out, it sometimes separates over time. But what I like to do is just pull the beard tight, go right underneath it, you'll see the little white meat, cut it off. Just boom, right there, and you got a little bit more meat on there to hold on to your beard. And next, we're gonna cut his fan off. All you do here is you'll come down here below these secondary feathers and you'll feel a little ball. And you just cut right into that ball. And some people cut underneath it, but I like to cut through it just because it saves you a little bit of time later on when you're trying to dry a fan off, and you just rip through that and cut a few secondaries off to go with it. You got a pretty little fan mount now. We'll dry it out when we get home and look at it for many years to come. And tell you what else we're gonna do with this. We're gonna cook some of this turkey breast. And we're gonna use some of Blackbeard's honey and some of the wild lemons and stuff here on the ranch. We got half of Jessi's turkey breast. This is one side. And I marinated it in orange juice, that's where in Florida, and salt and pepper on it for seasoning, so that's all we got. Oh yeah. About 2 minutes on each side and it'll be ready. One thing about turkey is it cooks fast. What I did here is I got burners running on that side of the grill, so this is offset temp on this side, and I'm just gonna drizzle some of this honey on these strips and let it kind of caramelize 2 or 3 minutes. Ooh boy. We got a jar of this the first time I came down here, and it is the best honey I've ever had. And I ain't just saying that because I'm here. It's good. The last one. Blake got preoccupied with eating.
It's good.
And he only left me one tender.
No, that's not what happened. I just didn't film anyone eating, but there you go.
If I had to choose, I would have marinated it for about another 2 hours, but we were hungry. I'm full.
Some blinds are built for the tough stuff, some not so much. Double bull blinds are field tested to be more reliable, more durable, and more adaptable, with more ways to make you invisible. And the warranty? That's a lifetime thing too, all of which make the Double Bull difference undeniable. Double Bull, be unstoppable.
The all-new Broadhead, the most accurate archery rangefinder on the planet, with unheard of accuracy to plus or minus 0.3 yards, out to 150 yards. With revolutionary full-spectrum ranging technology, it delivers lethal precision regardless of target, lighting, or reflectivity for an unmatched advantage in the field. The all-new Broadhead from Bushnell. Tested, proven, accurate.
What matters to you right now? If this past year has taught us anything at all, it's that we need to redefine what matters to us. What matters to us is spending time with our people.
God, we thank you for this food.
And giving thanks for all that we've been given. At Mossy Oak, what matters to us is helping you get closer to nature. What matters to us is in our DNA.
Morning.
Good morning.
Second day. Yesterday, we had a great day. Jessi got to shoot her a turkey. And this morning, We're got about 3 hours to hunt. We gotta run her back to the airport to go get back to her full-time job and full-time mama, so I can keep on turkey hunting.
That is correct. That's correct.
That's what it is. And we're going right back to the same spot we were yesterday because there's a bunch of turkeys in there. I don't know about the same exact tree, but in the same hearing area, listening area. So we need to get going.
What?
Waiting on y'all.
I'm waiting on you.
I'm waiting on y'all.
We're waiting on you to say the word.
I ain't sitting down. I'm standing here ready to go.
I would take your time to finish your coffee if I was you.
He needs to be careful what he says.
We still made it in plenty of time. It's still probably 20 minutes from gobbler time. The good thing is we were kind of worried that the forecast was calling for 10-mile-an-hour winds at daylight. But right now it's calm. All we do is cross our fingers and hope.
They hear some gobbles at daylight, but these gobblers fly down and head the other way. Not moving fast, but definitely headed the other way. They do see a group of hens coming across the pasture, but there's nothing following them.
See that other one gobble far off?
Yeah.
After the hens get by, they can still hear the gobblers moving away. So it's time to make a move.
Seems like it's getting farther away too. Time to audible. There's nothing gobbling around our pond here. They all moved off towards the big pastures. So we're in hot pursuit. Try to make something happen. They're gobbling enough to chase them. So hopefully we can get around in front of them.
As the sun rises higher, they're making a mad dash to get ahead of these turkeys. Stopping and calling every 100 yards or so to keep a bead on their distance and direction.
Right there.
After almost an hour, they finally get ahead of them. Now, they just have to find a good place to set up, and then hope.
The range is where you make it. With Savage rimfire rifles, no matter where you are, you're always in range. Only from Savage, where better comes standard.
You're looking good, buddy. You're looking good.
I know it. Thank you.
You're looking as good as you can.
All of us at Primos are proud to be a part of the Drake family of brands. They make stuff for whatever we're hunting, whenever we're hunting, hot or cold. I love Drake. Drake, always in season. Maybe all the effort to get ahead of them is about to pay off. They're liking Jordan's yelps, so maybe they've decided to play.
That fence is plenty high enough on the bottom strand for them to walk under. Coming down the fence. Yeah, come right here. Kill him. I got him.
Yeah, you must have not been hearing me. I was saying kill him.
I couldn't shoot for all this.
Oh.
I couldn't even see him. I had to get up under it. Good job.
Hey, just in time. What time is Jessi's flight?
About another 2 hours.
You know what was crazy? How you just said it'd be ideal if they came up this road, but the fence line is high enough for them to get under. Less than 5 minutes later.
Those bottom strands, Strickland does that on purpose to keep for the deer and stuff to go under them easy, and it works out for the turkeys too.
Come on.
We got it. We are finished here at Blackbeard. Worked out good.
That little gobstopper, didn't he?
Huh?
He come to that little gobstopper, didn't he?
Got to show him off some.
He is so pretty.
Gorgeous turkey. And they did the do too, boy. I mean, I know if it wouldn't have been for that witch, it's our land on both sides of the fence, so I mean, we could have shot them through the fence, but who wants to crawl through a fence when you can get them to come under the fence?
Yeah.
We were easing up this road because if y'all been following along this morning, we've been trying to get around on these turkeys for 2 hours. They kept moving on us. And easing up this little thick road, it's real thick palmettos on both sides of it. We got about 70 yards up here. These suckers gobbled. And they weren't but what, 40 yards from us? Well, it's thick all the way up through there for another couple of 100 yards, so we had to backtrack and get down here to where this opening was in the fence. And it didn't take them no time. Once we started yelping at them, here they came. And we had to set up in such a hurry. Yeah. I just kind of had to plop down back here behind some palmettos, and I put the decoy where I thought the best spot they could see it coming out through there was, and it wasn't the best spot for me to shoot them if they got to it, I can tell you that, but it all worked out. You got one yesterday morning, and
perfect.
I got one this morning, and this concludes our trip to Blackbeard's Ranch. I keep saying it every year too. I'm like, I think it gets better and better every year. I think it does too, don't you?
I mean, obviously, it's just evident. It's evident.
Been really, really good to us over the years.